What if I told you that Markiplier accidentally recorded the most luckiest FNAF playthrough in history? And it's not just about Golden Freddy, no. Let's begin. The video starts out with Markiplier's intro as usual, and now that he bought the full game, keep that in mind, he begins night 2.
Nights at Freddy's. You guys were practically begging me to play this again, and I'm glad you agree that this is probably one of the scariest games I have ever played. The mechanics are so...
Now let's look at the video timer. The office loads at 13.3 seconds. We will come back to this later. Now I want you to pay attention here, because as soon as the phone guy starts talking, something happens.
Quit like a little baby, that's gonna happen too.
Hi! Well, if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2, congrats!
Yay!
I won't talk quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to be more active as the week progresses.
Even though it's very subtle, you can hear a footstep noise. This footstep is Bonnie, and immediately after walking off the stage, Bonnie made another movement, this time towards the left hallway. Markiplier is still being distracted. I know this because there's yet another sound that starts playing. After this, Bonnie made yet another movement. This time he goes straight to the corner of the office, and then he stays there long enough for Markiplier to catch up.
Ready.
It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk.
Hi, you got close real quick!
In their proper place, you know.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often.
Right, yeah.
Finally, after a bit more time, Bonnie made a final step towards the door. Stop! So, there's one thing we need to know. In night 2, Bonnie starts with 3 AI levels, meaning he has 50% chance to move, and he rolls this chance every 4.97 seconds. Just imagine like rolling a dice from 1 to 20. If the rolled number is more than his AI levels, he moves. Pretty simple. Now, back to the video. There's a tiny delay of his movement. The timer doesn't seem to begin right when the office finishes loading, so I went to the part where we can see Bonnie move, which is right here.
It's dark though, so hey.
Then I just subtract it over and over until we get a more precise timing for each of his movement. Here's the timer sheet. Now let's try to pinpoint where each movement occurs. As I mentioned previously, night 2 begins at 13.3 seconds. However, Bonnie seems to begin movement earlier than expected. I am unsure if this timer is when his AI function begins, or that it might have begun before the office loaded in, but doesn't matter. It won't change any major outcome for the rest of the video, so I'm going to assume that's a failure. Now one thing we might notice is that Bonnie seems to have a very fast aggression early on, not even just 1 minute in and he's already at the corner. So one might ask, what's the chance that Bonnie gets 3 successes in 6 rolls? One simple solution I found is using binomial probabilities. I first calculate the chance to roll 0, 1 and 2 success, then subtract all those percent together. The result is 4.73%, or to make it easier, it equals to 1 in 21 chance. Okay, pretty small number, but that's boring. So why don't we look at how he does the sequence? From what we observe, Bonnie made 3 successful movements in a row. And since each of those has 50% chance to happen, we multiply them together to get 0.34%, or 1 in 296 chance for Bonnie to do that. We already got a number smaller than 1%. Now that is definitely a rare number. But wait, I have noticed something else. In the timer sheet, Bonnie only made 4 successful movements throughout the whole sequence. And it seems like those somehow push him down the exact path to Mark's door, as if there was only one direction he could take. So the way Bonnie decides where to go is very simple. Step 1. He starts on the stage. Then, whenever he gets a movement, he will move to either the backstage or the dining area. Step 2. Bonnie has a 50% chance to loop between backstage and the dining area, or he may have another 50% chance to move to the left hallway, doesn't matter where he's standing at. Step 3. When he's at the left hallway, he only has one way to go, which is the supply closet or straight into the corner of the office. This one also has only one direct way. Finally, step 4. When he is at the closet or the corner, he has a 50% chance to enter the office door or just loop around again. Though if you loop from the closet, he will have to go back to the hallway and begin step 3 again. So now we know how Bonnie moves around. The question now becomes, what are the odds that Bonnie reaches the office door perfectly? On step 1, Bonnie has succeeded 50% chance to move. Then on the second step, he chose to move forward instead of looping. Adding on to the math, that's 7.5% chance. Step 3, he only had one way to go, so 50% again. Then on step 4, he can also backtrack here, so 7.5%. However, since Bonnie failed 3 movement rolls, throw those in and we get 4.61%. Okay, multiply all these together, we now have 0.00778%. What's that? 1 in 12,855. So we have finally concluded that Bonnie was very aggressive early on. Yikes. But wait, that is just the beginning. How Bonnie got to the door was crazy indeed, but do you know what he did once he arrived?
Not to run out of power, right?
Yeah!
I also want to emphasize the importance of using your door lights. There are blind spots in your camera view.
I know!
Blind spots happen to be right outside your door.
He
is!
is!
If you can't find something
He's still there!
on your cameras, be sure to check the door light.
That's the bunny!
Talk to you soon.
Is he still there? He is still there! Whoa, what is that? What the hell is that? What happened? No, you can't tell me that nothing happened. What the hell happened there? Is he still there? Make it because he's still there! Go away! Nobody likes you! He's still there! Why? Why is he still there? Mr. Ducky's still over there, so at least that's something good, but God, I can't even go on the camera now because it sucks up power. Everything you do, even looking at the camera, takes power. You guys help me figure that out. And god damn, would you just go? Okay. Okay.
I went back and forth and counted every single movement that Bonnie failed. He stood at the door from 12 AM to 2 AM. Here's what I got. Bonnie moved to the door at 61.2 seconds and finally leaving it at 195.39 seconds. The first 25 movements that he failed had 50% chance to succeed. However, at 186 seconds into the video, the night timer hits 2 AM. When this happens, Bonnie gains 1 AI. That means he's now bumped up to 20% chance to move. This is a fixed rule that happens on every night, including the custom night, where Bonnie will always gain 1 AI on 2 AM no matter what. Then on 3 and 4 AM, Bonnie, Chica and Foxy all gains 1 AI. Freddy gains nothing because he's obese. So now on our timer sheet, after the timer had reached 2 AM, Bonnie still fails 1 more movement before finally being unglued on the very next. Both had 20% chance to happen. We just need to multiply every 85% chance that he failed with a single 80% chance near the end, then the final successful movement with 20% chance. We can now answer the question, what are the odds that Bonnie fails 26 times in a row before finally moving? The results are 0.28%, or 1 in 263 chance to happen. Another rare occurrence. After this, Bonnie suddenly went back to being normal. Thank goodness! But just how unlucky was Mod when he had to deal with this bullcrap? Bonnie literally performed 2 stunts, insane early aggression and insane door camping strategy. The odds for him to pull this together is 0.0000214%, or 1 in 4,671,563. I feel bad for Mod now. This is like at least 400 times more rare than encountering Golden Freddy. Wait, Golden Freddy? After Markiplier died on night 2, obviously because of what Bonnie did, he went on to redo the night 1 more time, and thankfully Bonnie finally stops being quirky, so Mod won, and moved on to night 3. But, as he was listening to the phone guy, the moment he said something along the lines of, yeah, never mind, scratch that. It's best just not to get caught.
Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
Ah, fuck you! Oh god! What the fuck? What the fuck, okay? Not okay! I was just listening to a nice conversation! No, you cannot change rules! Oh my god. Oh my god, that's not cool. All I had to worry about was them.
Many people said that Golden Freddy has 1 in 100,000 chance to occur. However, Istakin made a video explaining that, let's just say, Click Team Fusion is very janky with big numbers, and also because Click Team only generates 16 bit integers, the number overflows and causing Golden Freddy to occur more often. With this into account, Golden Freddy actually has 1 in 32,768 chance to appear, not the intended 100,000 that Scott has inputted. So we witness Bonnie being evil at Mark, then we witness Mark getting Golden Freddy. Huh. What are the odds that all this happened in one video, one camera, and one Markiplier? One in 153,077,761,418. If you have ever wondered how many attempts you need to do to replicate this exact same playthrough that Markiplier went through, this is your answer. Wanna know something? On March 18, 2023, YouTuber Backseat Streams recorded the Luckiest playthrough, where he got Golden Freddy twice in one sitting. We have never seen this luck before, so it was a big achievement. However, now that we know the true odds of Golden Freddy, the odds of Backseat to get double Golden Freddy is 1 in around 1 billion. Even if we still believe that Golden Freddy odd was 100,000 back then, that's still just 1 in 10 billion chance for this video to be replicated. Markiplier's playthrough, on the other hand, doesn't even come close to what happened here. Bonus point. It's just a normal playthrough. Mark wasn't trying to hunt for anything in specific. So yeah, this is it. This is what you guys came for. But wait, just hear me out for a bit. You know, I always wanted to make this video because I asked myself, how lucky was Markiplier? But also how lucky he is at the same time. People did point out that Bonnie was very aggressive, but no one said just how bad it was. Or if they do, then not a lot of people really think that much. So for those who want to see the actual numbers, this video will help you with. Also, the video was uploaded on August 14, 2014, 6 days after the game's release. So it is safe to say that what happened to Markiplier was pure raw luck. Does the video have any inconsistencies? No, I don't think so. There is one cut in the video, but his hair strand looks pretty consistent, so we can confirm that Bonnie sequence and Golden Freddy encounter is all tied in this one sitting. To end this video off, I want to say that aside from Mark getting insane lucky in there, I doubt FNAF would be what it is today if he didn't got the Golden Freddy encounter. Yellow Bear would just stay as Yellow Bear. I hope that this video teaches you something and clear up your question about Markiplier's luck. I was there when he uploaded it. I was also questioning too, and after like a decade later, I am here making my own FNAF fan game based on the first game with my own twist. So I would love to see you guys give your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.